So yeah, my last video got some views. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this video is kind of a follow-up to this video. But yeah, this video is meant to be just me comparing the new spawn eggs with the old spawn eggs, and just basically a compare and contrast. And overall, it's just me pretty much saying that I prefer the new spawn eggs over the old spawn eggs. And I pretty much linked it to Minecraft nostalgia, how sometimes people view a new change as a bad thing. But in reality, there's some instances old change is just worse than the new change. And I also mentioned another point on how I think the old netherrack texture looks worse than the new netherrack texture, and I guess those are my points on why Minecraft nostalgia is not always better. In my opinion, it's not a completely factual video, but rather a subjective one. I think the main point what I was trying to get from this video, and even this video, is that don't purely base your opinion on nostalgia. Yes, nostalgia could be a factor, but it should not be the only factor why a new change is just better or worse. I think you should have different factors alongside with it. This could be the design, the proportions, the colors used, with why a change might be bad or why a change might be good. But yeah, this video got a lot of views, gave me a lot of subs. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it so much. It warms my heart. If you want to get closer with me, hey yo, what the join my Discord in the description below. I'm trying to build a community over there, and we can have discussions about Minecraft nostalgia or anything like that. So yeah, join the Discord. Also, this video gave me a lot of comments, and I think this is the best part of making this video, seeing various opinions about the new spawn egg textures. Most people are agreeing with me, saying that the new design just looks better, than the new design is much easier for newbies and easier to see, and I completely agree with that. But yeah, there are some comments that disagree with me, and I don't hate that, saying that the new eggs are not better, the old ones just feel more Minecrafty. People were saying that some of the eggs looked massive or small. People were saying that in the creative menu it did not look symmetric compared to the old spawn egg textures. But at the end of the day, I appreciate his opinion, and I agree with certain factors that the old spawn eggs are better than the new spawn eggs, and I completely respect it. I think what I like about this comment section is that it's so thoughtful. There are various opinions in this comment section that I appreciate, the goods and the bad sides of this change. And there are points that I forgot to even mention about, that this change was meant to be also targeted to colorblind people, because looking at the old spawn eggs, if you're a colorblind person just looking at these spawn eggs, you're going to get confused which is which. I mean, unless you're like an idiot like me trying to figure out which spawn egg is which. So having unique designs like this, it makes it easier to see which mob is which. But even if you hate these new spawn eggs, you could change it with using a resource pack. So boom, you get the old spawn eggs back, which pretty much basically fixes almost everyone's problems. If you like these changes, then you know, Mojang also likes these changes, I think. And if you hate those changes, then you could always use a resource pack. It's a win-win basically. I don't know why this texture pack is not colored, but whatever, you get the idea. But yeah, speaking about this texture pack, changes the new textures and turns them how they used to be. So yeah, first looking at the swords, this is the new texture, by the way, if you can't tell. But yeah, from looking at these new textures, they have more detail compared to the old textures. The old textures looks like it's been copied and pasted, but they just color coded the swords. You could tell there's a bit more shading to them, and in my opinion, the new swords look better than the old ones. But yeah, another texture that blew my mind was the golden apple. For years I've gotten used to this texture, and comparing it to the old one, it's legit night and day. The old one to me looks a bit too basic, even though that's what Minecraft is meant to be. But in my opinion, I think the new golden apple texture is better than the old golden apple texture. Even though I still miss this texture and it was part of my childhood, this new golden apple texture is just way better design wise. But it's not just about texture changes, there are also sound changes that I believe that most of the new sound changes are better than the old sounds. So for example, the water changes. This is the old water sound first, and as you can hear, the quality is a bit rough. The splash sounds a bit too loud. I feel like you could tell it's bad quality. Whereas if you compare it with the current water sound design, to me, at least, the new water sounds satisfying. It feels crisp, but it still keeps that Minecraft touch to it. And you can say this to many of the other designs. Some of the old sound designs seem a bit outdated, and I guess the new designs are a bit more refined. There are actually some old sound designs that I actually prefer over the new changes, such as the old grass walk sound. For me, it just feels satisfying, and it just reminds me of Minecraft. Even though it's a bit loud, I still prefer it over the new changes. The walking sound doesn't sound like footsteps, concepts, and yeah, I don't know really, I just prefer the old walking sound. But what do you guys think? Now in my last video, someone said that every 1.14 texture change was good, no exceptions, and to an extent I half agree with this. There are texture changes that I believe to be good, but there are also texture changes that I believe to be worse than the original. For instance, the ore changes. This is what the old ore used to look like, and this is the new ore when they updated it in the cave update. In my opinion, they just don't look right, especially the iron ore. The old iron ore's mineral seems balanced like the other ore textures, and I know that was a complaint for other textures as well, but like the new iron ore texture seems like it has too much iron in it, like the block is just fully loaded with iron. I think even now, just looking at the redstone ore, I might prefer the new one compared to the old one. The old one seems a bit too dark, whereas the new one has a completely new design to it, but it seems like it pops out more. And for the coal changes, I don't know, I don't mind it, it works. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, the iron ore to me, it doesn't feel like iron, and it just looks like it has too much iron in it. And yeah, the diamond seems to be the same, but the old one seems to be a bit more saturated, and I guess a bit more shiny. Okay, maybe I prefer the old one compared to the new one. Okay, now looking at it again from a cave perspective, I think the old diamond texture feels like you stumbled upon a gem, whereas the new one just doesn't feel special. It's slightly desaturated, and I felt like I'll be less satisfied finding diamonds. Okay, maybe I'm over exaggerating a bit, but you get the idea. But yeah, what do you guys think about these changes? There really isn't a right or wrong answer, it's completely your opinion, and that's what matters. But I think one key point that I want you to take away from this video is that new change is not always a bad thing. I think the Minecraft community thinks that Minecraft nostalgia is always better than the current state of Minecraft, and to an extent I think some new additions are indeed better, or else why were they changed in the first place? So yeah, let's not think that all changes are just bad, and if you think that you dislike the new changes, you can always use the texture pack, nobody's stopping you. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Thank you again for hitting 1,000 subscribers, that's mental. My last video blew up, got almost 1,000 likes and over 400 comments. I appreciate every single comment and every single like, thank you so much. I read every single comment and was just blown away by your opinions. It's completely unreal. But yeah, thank you for watching this video again. Big things are gonna come up in this channel, so stay tuned. Until then, herbond is out. Okay, that might be a bit cringe of an outro, but take care.